a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tar Heels offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, maybe they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's shipped. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Takes a handoff. It's Gilliam. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little screen to the running back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Nice move, creates some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Warner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Running the red zone, it's Gilliam. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Got the quick pass. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
Well, first of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. Oh, he got loose. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's gone. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Quick strike complete.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's gone. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Here's a hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rushes on him. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He fires to the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. From midfield, looking for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Snags a quick pass on the left. At the 40, there he goes. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the first quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Throws for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. The Tar Heels come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder. He gets a hand on it. He's got the ball, and it's live.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal blocking, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Roughing the kicker.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to
keep it on the draw. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
And the Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Lopez wants to fire. Finds the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the move, it's Gilliam. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. The pitch. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So So after the first down run, here's second down. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just let them go to work to set up second and short?
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressure the quarterback.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Got his man quickly. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, down a throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Lopez to pass. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, it's Warner. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Sun Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Warner. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the returner will be dragged down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This drive will open from the 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lopez wants to fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking for space. It's gone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense not showing press coverage. Lopez to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. Touchdown, UNC. Once he got a step in.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Freeman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finding an escape route. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of it. The Sneak scores it! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Lopez wants to fire. Still on his feet. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Spins away from the defense. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the run, it's Arsenault. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double team.
There's a live football. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on third and short. Powers through the defender. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. DB's right up on the receivers. Lopez to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kick.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Leaves it with the running back. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the left side. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll with it.
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. Dropping back, it's Warner. They're setting up the screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and we are tied coming down the stretch. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize.
Oh, a lot of space. The 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
This offense, man. They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Makes the catch. It's Arsenault. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Warner. Got it set up on the outside. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get